Co-production was the main premise for our project. The collection is very rich because there's so many varied objects that all of them seem to have already a history or a story behind them, and also allowed for each individual child to find something that they connect with or that they click with them, that they can then transform into a character. So John, can you tell us what happens next then? They are there in their cabinets. Yeah, let's go and have a look. And then they see you and they're like, ah!
No, they're here, right? And they run around. And then they go there, they go here.
We have to fix that. Shall we rehearse it?
The first film is about the skeleton. And he literally like takes my string and then like tangles himself up in the string and then dies.
This project, Mission to the Land of Play, is a digital playground really, where we're inviting young people and adults to come in and explore play together. And we're interested in how as adults, as we grow older, we maintain what play is, or an aspect of play in our lives, or do we lose it? So we've got little tricks to get conversations going in the space.
And then we've also constructed it in a way so that they can play together. That's really something that is really interesting to us, is what happens when you equal the playing field, so to speak, and you empower those young people to take control of the space itself. There's been some wonderful collaborations between both parents and guardians and children and children and children.
It's basically taking a picture of your picture. See how each one it gets a little bit darker? Oh, snowman! So Hatto's Art Studio residency is a kind of working print studio. So Hatto's a risograph printing press. We work as a commercial print studio, but we also do lots of projects and workshops with kids and adults. So we've brought our Riso MZ with us to the gallery today. Every day at 3 o'clock we're printing a newspaper which is sort of works as an alternative guide to the Museum of Childhood. So we've kind of put together some activities asking the children to respond to things in the museum and to their experiences of it. And then we're kind of giving this out as a free guide every day.
I'm doing a zoo and I'm doing a snake on a tree. I'm making a jungle, a lion and a giraffe and monkeys.
I'm making a seat, like thing to go in my box, and then I'm going to create fishes hanging down to make it like a 3D ocean.
So the idea of Headspace came out of some workshops we did with some young people, just like these young people behind us, to create some worlds or environments inside boxes and to think about the smells, the sounds and the sights that you might find in them. And that then led us on to create the installation. In each box there's a completely different smell, a completely different environment. And all of the ideas really came from the young people in the initial workshop.
The idea was to create a play space, essentially, that was inspired by some of the items in the collection. So I've had 5 days, and each day is to be inspired by a different item. So the first day was Meccano, and then today was based on slotted flat cardboard toys, and the idea is to be using those as inspiration, but very much quite loosely, and give children the chance to play and explore and let the space develop very organically and freely. So far that's happened very well. It's all about inspiring the people who come to the space, and then them inspiring me, and that process has worked very well. So we have this enormous thing that's behind me. There's been a complete collaboration between the visitors and me, and people helping out.
So my project today is called Miniature Musicals, and it's all about getting children and families to make connections between kind of gesture or drama or puppeteering and musical responses. So we've set up a small tabletop theatre which is projected live onto a big projector, and we've been inviting people to manipulate different objects and materials on screen in this theatre, and then we've been providing a live soundtrack to that.
This room is called Loose Parts, and it's a bit like my childhood, so it's a bit of exploring different materials and constructing with them and letting more creativity flow, because there's lots of things that are just sort of like these blocks on the floor, and they've got to then build something up. It's the same with the paper, we've got to construct it to make something. So it's lots of free play and having a little bit of fun, really. So it's just because when I was younger, I was made to get bored, you know what I mean? And then I had to then make things out of boxes or big sheets of card or paper. So this is sort of what it is, just exploring and creativity. It should naturally sort of flow in. Yeah?
Looking colouring. Yeah. Don't
That's
colour
so
the
good.
roses.
If I just do that here. Then
It's cold.
the project is called Museum Objects Come to Life, and what we did was to go to the gallery, to the museum, and we saw the things that we like in there. All the children were excited about different objects, and all together we decided what to make. The children were lovely, and they're all very excited about making things. They like to make big things because I work large scale. So for them it's like, this is magical, this is amazing, it's so huge. I can't believe we did this in one morning. You know, they're really amazed that they can do something so big and so cool, and then they can play with it afterwards. I think they were quite amazed about that they can just make their own toys. I'm hoping that some of the stuff we made is going to be on display, and then there will be play with until it's broken, basically. So
They're kaleidoscopes. Yeah. And they really do well.
video.